Welcome everybody to, I don't know which week is this one, to the last week demo. I'll show the progress and advances of this last week for the present work cycle. So the first thing to show is that we have implemented collapsible sections within the narratives. So now you can collapse and uncollapse specific sections. You can by default display collapsed or uncollapsed. That's totally up to the editors, and there is also the option to show sections that are not collapsible at all. The way that looks like in the HTML is, sure how she told me. No. She told me HTML is like this. There is now a special classes called collapsible and collapsible closed, or just collapsible. And then those apply only to the headers and affect the next sibling in the HTML. So that means that if you want to collapse the next element, but the next element is comprised of 2 or more paragraphs, you need to wrap them in another element.
Sorry,
we'll explain that more in detail later.
We cannot see your code editor.
Oh, really? Sorry for that. There you go.
Yeah.
So if you apply the classes to the headers, collapsible means that the title would be displayed uncollapsed, but you can collapse it. And then if you want to display by default closed, you just have the collapsible closed here. And this collapsible thing only affects to the next element in the HTML. So if there are more than one paragraph, you need to wrap them in another element, in this case, a div. That's how the whole collapsible thing is going to work. Here are the 2 different paragraphs that are wrapped by a div that is right beside the header of subtitle. We also work on adding all the styling already to the site. So we have the footer, there is some space for the header as well. If you go to the list of place, you can see how the header changes, still displaying the entire menu, but because this page needs to adjust to the entire full screen, the footer has appropriately changed as well. We also added possibilities to update the intermediate table when dragging and dropping the timeline indicator or the video progress bar. So let me just show that. If you are playing the video now, as you drag and drop, intermediate table gets updated, and then timeline indicator and progress bar are all synced up. It doesn't matter if the video is not being played or not. It just works as it is. But if you just drag and drop the timeline indicator, it will not update until you stop the movement. But still, it does update. The other part that we have been working on was the percussion line. So let me just show that real quick. We have some questions here. So I'm just gonna show what we have so far. And then we'll talk about it later. So now instead of Mitsugi or Tomei, we have an actual beaded line where you can see the text and then the symbols that are encoded in the spreadsheet using the tags that we agree upon. Yeah, here are they. There is still some more information that we need to see how to display, but we will talk about that later. So thank you for watching.